There's never been a better time to join us here at onlinefishing.tv. Welcome to your world.
Roy, we met 12 months ago at the same show, Tackling Guns, and at that time you were just launching Marukio onto the market, that's right?
That's right.
Just tell me how it's gone over the last 12 months and how it's been received.
Well, actually, of course, we didn't start delivering our first bag till April this year. So we've only been trading, as far as the consumer's concerned, for 6 months. It's been incredible because the angler now is telling everybody how good the products are. As you know, we're a scientific company, and now we're explaining the science. And it's just mind-blowing that the angler now understands it. The more he understands, the more he catches. So yes, it's a terrific success story.
And have you managed to get it into shops all around the country?
We're in 400 shops at the moment, and of course the UK, we're actually exporting to Europe. So we're growing at our own rate, and we're growing pretty quick.
And the other thing that I like about the range, I mean, it's a massive range to start with, but you keep introducing more new products, and you've got a couple more here that I think are particularly suited to the time of the year we're heading into now, winter, for commercial fisheries, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the big difference is, of course, because we're a scientific company, we can actually make products that will work in the winter and prove the science behind it. So it's not just simple words, yeah, we've got a winter product. And the success story has been astronomical. And some of them are very, very, very simple. And of course, one of those products that really everybody's talking about now, bearing in mind we're not even into winter yet, is krilled maggots. And everybody's going, what's krilled maggots?
Yeah.
And it's very, very simple to do, and it's a bait that for most people and match anglers was always a backup bait. You'd go to a match, oh, I'm struggling, I'll use the maggot. Krilled maggots have gone from a backup bait to a winning bait, and that's the difference. I mean, people are just winning matches with hundreds and 200 pounds on them. So it's just a totally different ballgame.
Well, there'll be people out there who know exactly what krilled maggots are, and there'll be people out there who want to know what krilled maggots are. Just show me how they come together and how you use them yourself.
Okay, it really is simple. First of all, we need maggots and we need krill. This isn't any ordinary krill. This is how Marukio process it. And the clever thing, to make krilled maggots, we've got to get the krill inside the maggots. You'd think that was simple. So, here's the finished product. It's a krilled maggot. As you can feel, Gareth, they are super soft. If you want to try one, it'll taste of krill. Try one, please.
Go on then.
Okay. Very, very krilly. You can taste the salt from
Bet
the
you
krill.
can't believe that, can you? Yeah. Are you saying that the krill's got into the maggot here? Yeah.
And this is the clever thing about it. So it really is a simple process to make krill maggots. Several ways. You can obviously feed it into live maggots, but you need very, very fresh maggots.
Yeah.
But for most people, if you get your maggots, first of all, just riddle all the dust, all the maize, everything out of them.
Yep.
Replace it with an equal amount of this. So you put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in a polythene bag and squeeze the air out of them, and just wait for them to stretch. So you put them in the warm, they'll stretch within an hour, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they stretch, drop them in the deep freeze. Leave them in the deep freeze for as long as you like. I normally do mine in pints.
Okay.
It takes about 24 hours to kill them. When they come out and you thaw them, you'll need to thaw them for about 6 hours, they'll suck in the krill.
Through the skin?
Through the skin. It's the thawing out process. And you finish up with these, which are absolutely incredible krilled maggots.
Mm-hmm.
There's more than that why they catch fish. The first thing is they're very, very soft.
Yes.
And that makes a big difference, particularly as it gets colder. We know that hard baits, imagine if you're fishing, you don't catch so many fish on hard pieces of bait in the winter as you do in the summer.
Yeah.
So softness is one of the keys. But of course, from a fish's point of view, it's not a maggot anymore. It tastes entirely different. In fact, it tastes of krill. And you've only got to listen to anglers who have been experimenting how many fish they caught on shrimps and prawns and bits of squid.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we've now got all that in this product.
Yeah.
We've had people catch as many, I have, 150, 200 pounds of fish all over the country who've been winning. Couple of top tips. Do them in pints. I normally, in the summer, I've been taking 5 pints and usually using 4 to 5 pints. But they will catch every species. So the first lot you throw in, you might catch a few perch. If you want to catch carp, you keep going. But you can be very, very busy, and that's the secret of it in the winter. And you're being busy all the time. You can use them terrific in a feeder. Small feeder, put them inside a cage feeder, cap them off with one of our 131s, goes out looking like an hedgehog.
Yeah.
Hundreds of pounds we've caught on the feeder.
So this is very much a feed bait, not just a hook bait for the method or something like that, yeah?
Both, yeah. And I've won matches this year where I've had massive weights, hundreds of pounds of F1s, and normally I had to catch them, I have to fish a single maggot. I've caught them on 2 and 3 crilled maggots. When we go carp fishing now, fishing for carp, the harder it gets, normally you put 2 maggots or 1 maggot. You can get like 4 or 5 on a 16's hook. Because they're so soft. You couldn't get 4 or 5 live ones. And they just go for it, like they're going out of fashion. They just love them. So it's really simple, everybody can do it, and it just transfers an ordinary bait into a winning bait.
Do you think, I mean, just generally speaking about fishing with dead maggots on the hook, right? Do you think the fish are always going for the maggot, or do you think it's all part of the sucking in process? Because they're so light, aren't they? They would get sucked in so easily. Yeah,
you've got to understand how a fish detects food and everything else, but generally speaking, the softer the bait, particularly in the winter, the more effective it's going to be. There's no question about it. But this isn't a maggot anymore as far as a fish is concerned. It's a skin that's full of krill.
Okay,
and that's just what it loves.
Right. And you say you've been feeding up to 5 pints of these?
Yeah. And the reason I do it in pints, if I don't use a bag, I've used 3 pints, I'll put the other 2 bags back in the freezer for next time. And they keep absorbing it, and it doesn't. These are black. It doesn't make any difference.
No. So just to confirm, how long will you leave them wriggling about in the powder, or is it just straight in a bag?
And once they stretch,
right.
Once they're stretched, put them in the freezer, and then they'll come out stretched. If you were to put them in the freezer while they're wriggling, they'll come out like a maggot rather than a stretch maggot. And you really want the stretch maggots.
This is the new Parabolics luggage, lay flat luggage from MAP. I'll show you what it's all about. It's very similar to a traditional carry-all. You've got a neck compartment here. You've also got an extra zip compartment here, so that's an expanding pocket, so you can get stuff like bait waiters, side trays in that won't cause any damage to you, so you keep net stored in the front. The difference with this carry-all to all other carry-alls on the market is, if you detach your strap at the bottom there, then undo these 2 clips and the carry straps. The whole carry-all pulls out just flat like that. So you can access any compartments, be it a pole roller compartment, accessory compartments. We've also put magnetic fastenings in the top there, so obviously you can have easy access to both compartments. There's a pole roller bag and accessory bag here. Within the accessory bag, you've got reel cases, smaller accessory bags for storing feeders, reels, an area here for a hook box. On top of the bag here, and the one area that don't twist, is also foul lined. So you can store pellets, any type of bait in there. If you've got a bit of bait in water, they can store in there safe and sound. The holder simply clips back together, clip the strap back on, and you're all ready to go. We're doing 2 sizes. This is a large one. This one's going to retail around $69.99, and the smaller one should retail around $59.99.
Welcome to FishingCinema.tv, the pay-per-view fishing DVD vault. We've an ever-growing catalogue of fishing DVDs featuring some of the sport's best-known anglers, both past and present. All available on demand for as little as 47p per show. If you're new to the channel, all you have to do is click to start watching, register, and then all our programmes are available on a pay-per-view basis. Alternatively, you can just choose to buy the DVD. Or, if you're an existing registered member of OnlineFishing.tv, it's even easier. Just use your current login details. Once you've chosen a programme from our extensive collection, you'll be able to watch it as many times as you like for 48 hours from the moment you first start viewing. FishingCinema.tv, the DVD vault just for anglers.
Fishing TV News, brought to you in association with Anglers Mail. A British angler has caught the biggest Mekong catfish ever landed on rod and line in the shape of this amazing 260-pound Mekong catfish. Retired Royal Navy Commander Martin Kent, who runs a charter fishing boat out of Tenby in Wales, latched into the 86-inch long giant at Gillam's Fishing Resort in Krabi, southern Thailand, using a boilie hook bait on a size 1/0 gold label Tackle Gillam's penetrator hook. The biggest catfish ever landed on rod and line is thought to be an Amazonian Paraiba estimated at 400 pounds, caught by globe-trotting angler Jakob Wagner during his Amazon Quest TV series, which is available to view on online fishing TV. Just click on the screen to watch it. Weather has been the big story in recent weeks, and this winter could become the coldest in living memory. But some intrepid anglers have showed true Brit, never say die attitude to the prolonged Arctic conditions by catching in the snow or going out and just having a bit of fun. As deep snow fell across every county of Britain, some anglers found fun in the white stuff, so long as they were wearing the right stuff, and that means extra layers, woolly hats and proper footwear. The trade has been hit hard as most anglers stay indoors, but there have still been some remarkable catches, including from Nottingham-based Quest Baits owner Sean Harrison, who recorded his 6th carp from a snowy water with this lovely 20-pound plus mirror before the water froze over. On a serious note, the sport's governing body, the Angling Trust, has warned all anglers venturing near icy waters to take the utmost care. Unlike these geese, us humans and icy water do not mix well. Trust Chairman Mike Halin echoed advice from the Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents. Their words, should you witness someone fall into icy water, include not attempting to go out onto the ice yourself. The bottom line, folks, is that you must be wary of going to the waterside at this time of year. No fish is worth losing a life. Good news amidst the weather gloom is that a new school of angling, a mega tackle show and the creation of Angling's Wembley were all on the agenda at a blizzard-whipped Stapley Cudmore fishery. A meeting headed by forthright Cyril Brewster announced the opening of his National School of Angling with a calendar of events where teaching is available. It's hoped his new school in North Staffordshire will give angling tuition a real focus in 2011 and beyond. Online Fishing TV will be involved in ongoing meetings about the plan for a new National Centre of Angling and a new National Angling Show, and will be reporting back. A storm of protest has erupted to ensure the long-term future of one of the country's best-loved carp venues, Savay Lake, and at least 2 other waters in the famous Colne Valley. They could be under threat if a proposed north-to-south high-speed rail link is built. The High Speed 2 project was promised by the new coalition government in May and is currently in the consultation stage. The project proposes to run 250 mph trains on a 15-metre high viaduct-style structure above Big Carp Mecca Savay Lake and several other well-known waters in the Colne Valley. It's thought the Broadwater, Long Pond and Corder Lakes would also be affected. As we recorded this news bulletin, an online petition already had over 22,000 signatures protesting against the project. An Anglers Mail legend has died, bringing tributes from anyone with an interest in the angling media. John Ingham, who passed away peacefully aged 88, relaunched Anglers Mail way back in 1966, taking it from an obscure weekly to national success. The transformation also inspired other journalists and British angling publications in general. And even after he retired, after a long innings as editor and publisher, John carried on as a journalist, finding a weekly angling column for Sunday paper The People. The fishing column ran continuously for 55 years, surely a record for any columnist in our sport ever. Anglers Mail pays tribute to this true angling legend both in print and on the www.anglersmail.co.uk website. Des Taylor's DVD In Pursuit of a 40 is the best viewed programme so far on the new online fishing DVD vault, The Fishing Cinema. And Online Fishing TV is hoping to be filming with the big man for a new series in the spring. Other great titles to view from as little as 47p include The Lost World of Mr. Hardy, Dave Harrell's Match Fishing Masterclass series, and The Obsession of Carp. There are over 130 shows available. Just go to www.fishingcinema.tv to find out more. And finally, wondering how to get some fishing in over the festive period? Well, the latest issue of Angler's Mail and the Christmas double issue will put you on track and keep you entertained. The big double issue is on sale from Tuesday, December the 21st. It's packed full of specials, plus there's a free glow-in-the-dark disgorger and a free scratch card which could win you great prizes from MIDI. Enjoy the festive break. Fishing TV News, brought to you in association with Angler's Mail.
Anyone who's followed the angling press over the last few months will have heard about the introduction of a brand new carp range and the excitement building up to it. That's the Avid range. Well, at last it's ready to bring to market, and at this Tackle and Gun show, obviously this is the chance for the retailers to see it, and it's a chance for the likes of me to see it. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm joined here by Ian Russell, star of Online Fishing's Carp Coach series, but also an avid consultant. And Ian, there's a lot of people out there who are going to want to know about this range, but first of all, just tell me about the overview, how it's come together.
It's really exciting. It's actually the first company I've worked with that we've got together a group of carp anglers, and we've created stuff that we want, and the companies listen to. Other companies listen, and we've created what we want.
Yeah, and so it's a full range, is it?
It's a full range. It will be the full range. It isn't. There's lots involved at the moment. We've got a full luggage range, bed chairs, 2 bed chairs. We've got 3 different bivvies. Knickknacks that go on the bivvies, rod retainers, which were the first ones to come up with that. Seen there first. Full lead system range. Loads of terminal gear. I'm looking above your head there.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it on the wall, Gareth.
Yeah.
Highlights, corn stops, lots and lots of knickknacks, mate. There's a lot of work on here. Now, bear in mind, we're only a year into this.
Well, absolutely. It's a big stand. I can see. I'm surrounded by stuff. I can see much there is.
Well, if you look round, it's actually the biggest stand at T&G, which says a lot about what we've achieved in a year. So very proud, very excited to be involved.
Well, it looks very exciting. Now, it's going to be impossible to cover everything today. So if I could just ask you maybe to pick out 3 items that you think are a little bit different and really worth talking about, if you can.
Right, the 3 items I would pick out of it, although they're all good stuff, I've got to say that, would be the bed chairs, because it's a new bed chair system, the tent, bivvy, and the lead systems.
Okay,
the lead selection, should we say.
Okay.
The bed chairs are unique in the fact we've gone for a flat, completely flat, the one you're sitting on an iron, head system. We've gone for the pillar system on the ratchet instead of having the ratchet a third of the way into the bed chair, because all bed chairs end up being like that and they get a bad neck. So we've gone for the bit right on the very end. Okay. We've got memory foam, which is a nice good 1.5 inch thick, proper memory foam, because if you push it where your butt is, it comes back. So if you try a lot of the others, it doesn't do that. And the fold away system is not on the ratchet system, it's on clips, okay, which we will show you. But it all folds up within itself, legs go down, much easier to use. When you chuck the bed chair in the bivvy, you're not leaning over with cold wet hands and a grit-filled wheel system trying to loosen it off.
So have you had quite a hands-on sort of involvement in building it? So you've thought about scenarios you've had as a carp angler,
problems we've had as carp anglers, and we've overcome the problems.
Okay,
as far as we're concerned, because we are carp anglers.
Yeah.
So we're not in business in an office. But no, it's all very uncomplicated, very simple, very, very effective.
Okay, so that's a bed chair. You mentioned a bivvy, did you?
The bivvy, what we've done with the bivvy is we're the first ones to spread, most bivvy systems pivot on the middle, cram-up systems, okay? Ours, we spread the legs, 2 retaining straps, which give us more internal space. Squared the front of the bivvy off, so we've kept a lot of space. The one we've got behind us has got the massive bed chair in it, and yet the amount of space when you show it is incredible. But also within that, other points are, so we've covered the legs, we've got tension straps on it, okay, so you loosen them off when you fold them away, makes it easier without fighting with the joints on it. All folds up nicer. We've got an internal winter skin, which is lovely, hangs inside, it's on toggle so you can take it out in the summer, put it back in the winter. It's nice to touch on the head, okay, and with a bed chair like the big one, it's all the way back in there, it's still not touching the inner skin. You're going to get no condensation come through anyway, like if you're touching the brolly system. So your sleeping bag stays dry, you can ram it as far as you want, you've got loads of space. All the luggage we've done is designed to go under the bed chair, so it's all built around the bivvy in all fairness, Gareth, okay. So there's the bivvy, it's got front off, front on bivvy system, Mozzie mesh or solid panels. Makes sense, mate, it's a good bit of kit.
Sounds impressive.
If you walk past our tent and others, don't just glance at it, look at it, and you'll see all the differences.
All right, got it. I mean, from a consumer point of view, one of the things they're going to want to know, okay, innovation's great.
Yep.
What sort of price point are these things coming in at?
Same price as all the other ones. It's a 3 6-9, I do believe, although I'm not involved in the retail side of it. I think from the shop owners I've spoke to, it fits in nicely.
Okay.
So, and it's got in, but on ours does all the extras and all the different developments are with ours.
All right.
Bits you buy after.
Okay, and you've got a little knick-knack as well with the LED system, haven't you?
We've come up with 5 or 6 LEDs. They're all different, specific jobs again. But look, first of all, lovely mottled colour, camouflage colour. It's different. It's like an eggshell effect.
Yep.
It's very thick skinned, but we've also managed to retain, which helps the retailers out. By the time they're covered, we've kept the indentations of the size, company name, which for us is very important.
Okay.
For the shops, you're not trying hard with your glasses on to try and see what size LED is and isn't it. Okay, so
important for you as well, that. Yeah.
Very important for me, as you can see here. But no, they've all got specific jobs again. This little one here, little holes in the side, a little bit of PVA in it for when you're loading your bag.
Oh yeah,
hook in that.
Okay.
Short hook link, so it's all held together. So instead of the hook laying under a LED, it's either one or the other side on it. Okay.
Okay.
We've got this one you've got here is the drop-off system. We're all mad for that at the moment. We've got little knick-knacks in the terminal range that fit in with this. It all fits in with itself. Yeah. And well, that's them 3 actually. We've got a distance bomb, and we've got a quick change LED, which is like this, but without the slit in the top. The slit is only in one side. Okay, it goes right through. So you pull the tubing out. The LED drops off your line, which you either use it as a runner and fall off, or you just use it with your tubing up behind it, which retains the LED, but you can change it quickly to change up or down sizes without cutting the swivel.
Are there going to be any rods in the range or anything like that?
Watch this space. There's lots and lots. The project for next year is bigger than the one that we've used to start it, so stick with us and we'll show you.
All right, and I guess the final question is, I've been waiting quite a long time to see this myself and I've read a lot about it, so the first time I've had a chance to see it. When are these things going to be in the shops?
As of now.
Okay.
Get on your phone.
All right, good stuff.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Ian.
Cheers, Gareth.
There's never been a better time to join us here at onlinefishing.tv. Welcome to your world.